Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you're all well on this fantabulous Monday. This is video 3 of 3. We had the live this morning, then we touched on a home invasion in Idaho. Yes, another one, but thankfully it didn't turn out like the Idaho 4. I found that quite interesting. But in this one, we're going to be touching on the latest document release in the Idaho 4 case. I know some of you read these, some of you don't read them, some of you just want to hear me read them to you, and that's absolutely fine, and that's why we do it. So, let's have a look. Like I say, there are a few. Some of them are quite short, so do not worry. This isn't going to be a massively long video. So, the last one that we went through was the augment the record documents. So, now we have a motion to file Exhibit K, which is, again, comes now Brian C. Koberger, by and through his attorney, Ann C. Taylor, public defender, hereby moves the court for an order to file Exhibit K, the defendant's 12th supplemental request for discovery under seal. So what I find interesting here is, again, we don't know whether it's just that kind of, just the words they use, sort of boilerplate stuff. I don't think so, but it says the motion is pursuant to ICR and what we got, but it says the motion's made because, 1, the documents contain facts or statements that might threaten or endanger the life or safety of individuals, and number 2, it is necessary to preserve the right to a fair trial, and 3, disclosure would constitute an unwarranted invasion of personal privacy. And again, the thing what I find interesting with all this is sometimes there's more of these, sometimes there's different ones. But the ones that say might threaten or endanger the life or safety of individuals, I find very, very interesting. But that was that one. So file Exhibit K. Then we've got this one, which is the second one. Motion to seal Exhibit A attached. Comes now blind through his blind through his attorney, Ann C. Taylor, public defender, and hereby moves the court for an order to seal Exhibit A attached to the defendant's force motion. So this is, again, just turning around and saying, you've asked for that to be sealed, and we are granting the sealing of it. Which is, then we have this one, which is a motion to compel discovery. So we've got, comes now Brian C. Koberger, by and through his attorney, Ann C. Taylor, public defender, and pursuant to Idaho Criminal Rule 16F, hereby moves the court to order the state to comply with the defendant's 10th and 11th supplemental request for discovery, filed herein on November the 8th, 2023, and January the 27th, 2024. Mr. Koberger requests that an order for the state to disclose the following items included in defendant's 10th supplemental request for discovery filed with the court on November 8th, 2023, specifically item number 214. Mr. Koberger requests an order for the state to disclose the following items included in defendant's 11th supplemental request for discovery filed in the court on January 22nd, 2024. Specifically items, and then there's a list of stuff here. Each of these items are outlined in the 4th motion to compel, Exhibit A, filed under seal. Counsel requests that this motion be set for hearing in order to present oral argument, evidence, or testimony in support thereof. Requested time is 1 hour. This is quite an interesting piece of information because this is basically saying that the defence have requested something, requested it some time ago, and it still isn't forthcoming. And now Ann Taylor seems to be putting a foot down and saying she wants a hearing, she wants it, wants this to be discussed. So yeah, maybe she's starting to put her foot down and not letting them walk over her. We've got defendant's 4th motion to compel discovery. Here comes now, is this the same thing? Counsel requests a motion be set. I think that was just the same one, possibly. most of the seal exhibit, right? So we've got the 12 supplemental request for discovery. So this is request for discovery number 12. Defenders 12 supplemental request for discovery. Again, this is a public doc. Please take notice that the undersigned, pursuant to Rule 16 of the Idaho Criminal Rules, the 4th, 5th, 6th, 8th, and 14th Amendments to the Constitution of the United States, and Article 1, 1, 2, 13, and 17 of the Constitution of the State of Idaho, request discovery and inspection of all materials discoverable by defendant per basically the rules. As aforementioned, constitutional provisions including but not limited to the following information, evidence, and materials outlined in Exhibit K. So again, they're still requesting discovery. This is now the 12th request for discovery. Order file Exhibit K, which we know is just going to be an order to file the exhibit, which that is exactly what that is. And then we have the final one, order, which is again an order just to seal. So listen to the order to seal, and that is granting the order to seal there. So there isn't a massive amount to go on in those docs. It is still very, very clear that the defence are requesting discovery, and it's seemingly not still forthcoming from the state. I think, bearing in mind that we're now this far on down the line, I think that anybody, whether you're a Brian Kohberger supporter, whether you're not a Brian Kohberger supporter, you must be a justice supporter in the system. You want the system to operate right, surely. You know, if you believe Brian Kohberger absolutely did this, you surely want the process to be shown to be working in the manner with which it should be. And it doesn't seem to be that case. Now, I've had comments and I've spoken to people in the comments section and also in emails with regards to a trial by ambush. You know, we are over a year down the track now. And, you know, I personally feel that the defence should at least have all the discovery that they'd requested back in November. Do you know what I mean? There seems to be a list of stuff that is being withheld. Why would you withhold that? You know, people turn around and say it's illegal, you can't do a trial by ambush, but that's how this looks like this is going. It looks like it absolutely is trying to be a trial by ambush. And look, if Kohberger did the crime, I want him to be found guilty of doing the crime. But I want to be able to look at a system and see it operate and be confident in the way that it's operating and be able to say, look, whatever the findings are of this, I'm confident it was done properly. Even if he did it, but the way they caught him wasn't right, that isn't right. Because it leaves too much room for error. It leaves too much room for people to do as they please in order to get the result they want. And we've seen in the past how this can result. It can result in people who are being wrongfully convicted losing massive, massive amounts of their life. And that just isn't fair. We all get one shot on this planet and we're here for a fucking short time. And then you have people who do not follow the rules. They do not play by the rules. And I'm talking about some law enforcement outfits, and it results in taking away the most precious thing that belongs to someone, and that is their time. And that's what you want. You want a system that you know is operating right, is operating correctly. Corners aren't being cut. That's all I want. That's all I want to see. And at the moment, I can't see that. There's too many things, in my opinion, that makes me think that something's just amiss here. If Ann Taylor is requesting discovery and it's stuff that is legally discoverable, it is stuff that should be being handed over, then get it handed over. If you're confident in your case, if you're confident you've got everything, then just hand the fucking lot over and be done with it. Let me know down below your thoughts and feelings. I'll catch you all tomorrow.